Good day and welcome to our unboxing setup and review of the Lenovo Smart Display 7 with Google Assistant. And let's get to it. So here's the box, and you can see there's really nothing on it. It doesn't describe what's in it. It doesn't give you the spec. It's really pretty shocking as far as the box goes. What it does tell you, however, is that it does have the Google Assistant, which is the big feature in here. It also has, well, it doesn't give you the size, but you can guess that the Smart Display 7 has a 7-inch display. And as you can see here, it does support Chromecast, it does support Spotify, it does support YouTube, and you can control Philips lights and other things with it, as well as Google Photos, so on and so forth. That's really about all that's on here. So it's pretty pointless to talk about the box more, so let's just get into this thing. I have not opened one of these before, so we're going to go through it together. Isn't that exciting? So we'll just tear off the plastic. And it opens, tab on the front. Now, the reason why this is of interest to me is that this product is now, and we'll put this up so you can see it, but this product is now discontinued, and it's on sale. And you can see that on the screen here, I'm showing you that in Canada, it's about 80 bucks, which is about half price. But it's still a current awesome product. So let's get through it. Open this guy up and see what's in it. Well, no shock, there's the core unit, right? So we'll go over this in a second. Let's see what else is in the box. Doesn't look like much, just another small little box, which is no doubt the power supply, and that's it. So let's get rid of the packaging. Let's open up what I presume is the AC adapter. Yeah, so what's in here is the AC adapter. I'm in North America, so I have a North American plug. Let's just take that out. And let's see here. Oh my God, the safety, warranty, and quick start guide. Thank God that's here. Otherwise we'd be lost, right? Now, I'm sure this is pretty much powered up, turn it on, set it up with your phone, and be done. But let's just flip through this all the same, just so you can see. Telling you about swiping, regions. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Environmental stuff. Okay, let's get rid of this packaging. And let's take a look at the unit itself. So it's got this plastic on it. We're obviously just going to pull that off. It's got 4 rubber, well, they're not sticky, but let's go with rubbery. And that is solid. That doesn't want to go anywhere, which is great, at least on my granite. So let's take a quick look here. I know what the spec is, so we'll go over that right now. But basically, as far as the buttons and things go, you've got your power adapter. This switch is what they call their camera privacy shutter, and you can guess what that does. It moves a little door over the camera, as you can see there. It also has buttons on top for, let's just show you, volume up and volume down, and also to mute the microphone. So cancel a microphone, really, so that nothing's listening. So if you want this to be in display mode only and you don't want it to listen to you, you just want to touch the screen or use its in its ultimate privacy mode, you would turn the shutter and you'd move the microphone switch over so that it's dead. One of the improvements with this product over others, including Google's Nest products, is the button placement. It's nice that it's up top and easy to get to. They're not buried somewhere. Another nice feature is the forward-facing speaker. Quite large. Look, this isn't going to compete with the Sonos product. I haven't even turned it on to know that, but obviously it's not. This is, you know, $50 US unit at this point, so we're not in that category. But I expect it will be quite good. So let's fire it up and see what we get. I expect this will be like all of the other Google Assistant products, in which you download the app onto your phone and it syncs from there and you're on your way. There we are. So we need to get the app. So I'm going to do that. Okay, so just like it says, we go off to the store. So let's do that. Go to the Play Store. In my case, if you have an iOS device, it'll work just fine as well. You'll go to the App Store. And here, you want to search for Google Home. I already have it installed, as you can see, so click Open, click Get Started, sign in. There it is, Google Assistant Smart Display, Lenovo Smart Assist 08, blah, blah, blah. There we go. Connected, yay! Yes, that is the correct number. Yes, I would like to help. Where is this? This is in my kitchen, and that is where it's going to stay, at least for now. Unless I get more of them. I will want it to connect to my standard Wi-Fi that I have. Now, what's one of the nice features of doing this setup, because it's being set up through your phone, you don't even have to enter the password, it'll just push it through, because it already knows it. Well, your phone already knows it. And the first thing it's going to do, of course, is run an update. We'll let that finish. I will say next on all of this on the phone as it's updating. By the way, in case you're wondering why it's doing the update, in addition to new features, there's always security enhancements. So it's important to let it finish. So, activate voice match, sure. Yep. So voice match is just making sure that it's your voice when you're talking rather than, say you have something on in the background, a TV or something. Sure, I will let it start saving. I will agree to that license agreement after reading it very carefully. Voice match has been set up, so that's great. Click continue. Default music service will be Spotify. And yes, I would like to link the account. And as you can see, I'm doing all of this while it's running the update in the background, which is great. Network problem, try rebooting. That's interesting. Oh, no, it came back all by itself. Great, so I didn't do anything. I was about to pull the plug right there, but I didn't. So that just came back. So if you see that, apparently just wait a minute. Do I want to do video calls with Google Duo? Yeah, Google Duo is actually really a nice little tool that virtually nobody's using, but it is helpful. So it's saying I'm using that phone number, which of course I've blocked out so you can't see it, but is that the number you want? Sure it is. Next. Choose the display. Well, I've already got my photos. I already know my photos. Most people are going to want to use their photos, but I instead am going to use the art gallery of curated art, nature, and more, just because it's something different. Okay, so I'm going to click continue on the phone, and on the device I'm going to touch finish setup. There it is. And let's see what comes up.
Hi, I'm your Google Assistant, here to help you throughout your day. So you can get started, let me show you around. First, I'll show you where to find settings. Swipe up from the bottom. This is where you can control some settings, like screen brightness, volume, and a few other things. To hide these settings, swipe it away or tap anywhere. Now let's look at some things that you can see on your home screen. To check out your day, swipe left from the right side of the screen. Now, here's the place where you can find information and actions chosen just for you, updated from morning to night. Next, go ahead and tap right here. Now, this is where you can find and control devices in your smart home, like lights and thermostats. Almost finished. You can ask me all sorts of questions, and I'll do my best to get you an answer. Try asking me about the weather.
Hey Google, what's the weather?
Currently in Chestermere it's 9 degrees and mostly cloudy. Today, it'll be rainy, with a forecasted high of 10 and a low of 6. Due to current wind conditions, it feels... Just as a final tip, if you want to learn more, you can always ask me, what can you do? We're all finished for now. I'm really looking forward to being your Google Assistant.
Okay Google, tell me a joke.
Who designed King Arthur's Round Table? Circumference.
Oh. Alright, so let's swipe up and go to Settings. And it knows that I'm a car guy, so it's brought up this Audi tests and so on and so forth, which is great. And it's brought up my Spotify collection, so let's go look at what else it's got. Top stories. Let's go look at the ultra-rapid charging stations.
Well, I think today's really exciting. 500,000 electric vehicles now sold in Britain.
I'd like to interject for just 10 seconds and ask you to click like if you found this video useful. Our site is dedicated to explaining technology in simple ways and providing cookbook answers for technical problems. We spend a lot of time on Windows 10 and Windows Server. We spend a lot of time on Azure, Office 365, but mostly our products are about how-tos. Lots and lots of cookbooks like how to uninstall something when it's stuck. If you would click subscribe, we would greatly appreciate it. It really helps us with the Google algorithm. Thanks for your help, and back to the show. So what else can you do with it? Well, you can set up a clock, you can have it tell you the weather, the news, sports, set reminders. Okay, Google, set a timer for 3 seconds.
All right, 3 seconds. And we're starting now.
Nice, eh? So that's handy. I can have it show movies on YouTube, I can have it tell me recipes, I can have it convert units. Okay, Google, convert 3 stone to pounds.
3 stone is equivalent to 42 pounds.
Okay, Google, how many teaspoons are in a tablespoon?
1 tablespoon is equivalent to 3 teaspoons.
I can have it play music, and I can obviously ask it pretty much any question I want because the Google Assistant is stellar. Radically better than the Amazon Alexa competition. Okay, Google, tell me some news.
Here's the latest news. From CNN News Briefing at 3:44 a.m. today.
Good morning. Here are the 5 things you need to know for Monday, May 24th.
Okay, Google, tell me some news from the BBC.
There are no new updates since you last listened, but here's the latest episode. From BBC Minute at 2:26 p.m. today.
But life-changing vision. The US has urged its citizens not to travel to
Okay,
Japan,
Google,
which of course
stop. Okay, Google, what's the weather on Thursday?
In Chestermere Thursday, it'll be partly cloudy with a high of 21 and a low of 7.
Okay, Google, play Autoline from YouTube.
Playing Autoline on YouTube.
This is Autoline Daily, the show dedicated to enthusiasts of the global automotive industry. Well, Ford got 20,000 reservations for the F-150 Lightning in
Okay,
just
Google,
12 hours.
stop.
Ford is charging $100 for a refundable deposit.
Okay, Google, find me a recipe for chocolate chip oatmeal cookies. That is interesting.
Here are some recipes I found.
Okay, Google, chewy chocolate chip oatmeal cookies.
Here you go. Let me know when you want to start cooking.
Okay, Google, start cooking.
There are 14 steps. I'll read them one by one. When you're ready to hear more, you can say, next step. First step, whisk the flour, cinnamon, baking soda, and salt
Okay,
together
Google,
in a
next
medium.
step.
Second step, in a large bowl using a hand mixer or a stand mixer fitted with a paddle attachment, beat the butter on
Okay,
medium-high
Google,
speed
next
until
step.
Add the brown sugar and granulated sugar and beat on
Okay, Google,
medium-high speed
previous
until...
step.
Second step, in a large bowl using
Okay,
a
Google,
hand mixer
stop.
or a stand... Would you like to stop this recipe?
Yes.
Okay, done. Good afternoon. It's 2:47 p.m. Right now in Chestermere it's 9 degrees and cloudy. Today it'll be rainy with a forecasted high of 10 and a low of 6. Due to current wind conditions, it feels like it's 6. Have a wonderful day. Here's the latest news. Resuming CNN News Briefing at 3:44 a.m. today.
Each state to administer at least one COVID-19 shot to 70% of its adult population. At least 70%
Okay, Google,
of their adult
stop. And I can do this through voice control as well. Okay, Google, I'm home.
Hi, you found the new I'm Home routine. It can tell you your home reminders, adjust lights, play the news, and more. To customize your I'm Home routine, take a look at routine settings in the Google Home app. Now, here's some music to celebrate you getting home.
Well, let's just stop this. Okay, and to adjust the brightness, you swipe up, select the brightness icon, and you can see I have it set to auto. If I click it again, the number I can change manually, or I can just set it to auto, and that means the sensor is on. So watch this. So right now it's at 4. Watch what happens when I move out of the way. So the backlight comes through. There, it just brightened up. Now watch. See the number here? There, it's 9. Let me get back in front of the sensor. And it dimmed down automatically, which is really great for day and night time. Okay, so now we're set to automatic. Let's see what happens when we turn the lights off. So it's nighttime. And it dims right down. Let's turn the lights back on. Brightens right up. So let's go through a couple of things that other people say about this. The first thing is that a lot of people say that the screen resolution is low. And I disagree. I think that for the 7-inch display, this is just fine. It's 1024 by 600, which on a 7-inch display provides good pixel density, and I'm quite happy with it. It is a bit glossy and reflective, as you can see, so that could be an issue for some. It has Wi-Fi 802.11ac. If you don't know what that means, it basically means that it's current generation. It supports 2.4 gig and 5 gigahertz, and it's MIMO. So again, it's current. It doesn't support Wi-Fi 6, but that's just fine. It does support Bluetooth 5, which is great if you want to Bluetooth things to it. And the camera is 2 megapixel, which again, some people complain about. They say that it's low end. It's at the low end of normal, not the low end. One other thing people say is it's a slightly slower CPU than its 8-inch and 10-inch cousins. And that's true, but I don't think most people are going to notice. Here are the two big things that you'll want to note. The first is that Lenovo support is terrible. And I don't want to, at least in Canada, and I don't want to, overstate it, but so let's just say it's horrible. How's that? It's really weak. Now, just another thing that leads to, which is, I guess, the last point I want to make with this, is that Lenovo is famous for dropping support and abandoning products. Better companies, Microsoft, Google, and Apple, they just don't do that. They'll support their products for 7 or 8 years, and that's a really good thing. You'll get updates and patches and new features, but not with Lenovo. Now, I don't know what they're going to do with this. Maybe they're going to support it for years to come, or maybe they're just going to let it drift off. But at $80, I'm very happy with it, so that's just fine. If it stays the way it is, the only drawback I can see in the next few years would be some security risks. But because I don't have this controlling any devices in my house, and that's actually a really important point. One of the biggest features of this device I haven't mentioned, and it is a big deal. You can control about 50,000 Google Smart devices, which are supplied from 5,000 different companies. So if you want a smart home, you want your light bulbs turning on and off, your Nest camera, your Nest thermostat, things like that, to be controlled, this is an epic device to set that up and run it with. Another thing that I glossed over, but we probably should mention before we wrap this up, is the Duo, making calls with Duo. So Duo is Google's free Zoom type service for calls, for phone calls, and it works very, very well. The problem with it is just not a lot of people use it. It seems to be more regional. So in some places in the world it's very popular, but in Canada and the United States it's not very popular. But it's free and it works really well. The number one thing we'd like you to do is to click like if you found this review useful. If you like this type of thing, please click subscribe. Both of those things really help with the Google algorithm. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments section below, or you can always get a hold of us at www.urtech, that's urtech.ca, and we'll get back to you usually within a day or so. Thanks, and have a great day. Bye-bye.